Hello. Not even going to introduce a name for this channel. So just gonna pull insight on today. Today's Monday, May 8th, 2023. Numerology that goes to an 11. So 11s are doorways, they're opportunities, they're pathways, they're true north, right? Blueprint, soul blueprint, soul contracts with people. Also 11s that I haven't really talked about, they represent a grid, okay? An energetic grid. It just relates to a path, okay? Like a clear pathway, a protected pathway. So this is collective. You should know for your highest good at this time only. Whatever the situation is right now that you're going through, wherever you're at in life right now, the most important thing to know is everything is working in your highest good for your greatest happiness. So we have, I'm using Soul Tree's Oracle deck. I've had this deck forever. Like, I've had it for a long time. So, you're at a new beginning here. This is that 11-2 coming up, right? You can choose to be at a beginning, okay? You can choose not to as well, right? We're not going to talk about people who are indecisive here because, yeah. Somebody's rebuilding, reconnecting. I don't want to get too spiritual here, but I guess I have to. To spirit, okay? So the way you communicate with energy, this and that, the way it communicates with you, you're starting a whole new line of communication, okay? You're starting to see things a little bit differently. And this happens all the time, you know, in the evolution process. Those who choose to step away from the human condition and see it for what it is, they have what we call gifts, this and that, whatever, right? And people think they're weird, or they feel weird if they talk about it because it's not socially acceptable or it's not the social norm, okay? Anyone, with that said, anyone who is superficial, okay, in your life, caution to communicating with them about some of the things that you're experiencing right now. And I'm not talking about the people you can be open with. You know, like, if they're in your life right now, you know who they are. It's really, this is like a group of you guys that are really strengthening your communication with spirit, whatever you want to call it, right? Higher self, higher state of consciousness. It's like you're getting all these downloads, uploads, whatever, right? However you want to word that. And wording is important when you're dealing with this aspect of yourself. The reason for this is because whatever changes you've been going through, you're living from your heart space now. So when people do that, there's not this judgment, okay, of anything, any of the nouns, person, place, or thing. There's like no judgment when you live from your heart space, right? And so therefore you're more of the observer, and you learn that way so that you're not in the crap of it, learning from negative experiences, because you're in your heart space. So you're learning through positive things, right? Experiences, okay? Rather than heartbreaking one and like just turmoil, right? That's what happens when you live from your heart space, okay? That's why there's so many, so many people have this really blocked freaking heart chakra, and you can always tell when someone's heart chakra is just totally non-existent. And not all of those people are soulless people, okay? But they seem to have the worst, what we call luck. But it's not luck, it's just they manifest it by default because they're at that frequency, right? And until they realize their own pattern of behavior in the human condition, nothing's going to change for them. Okay, this is gonna sound so stupid, but I talked about this a long time ago. Those of you that like to take drives, this and that, right? Or walks, okay? Just by yourself. And have that time to talk out loud to yourself, okay? You need to record yourself, because you'll forget these things as soon as you get home, or you're back in the rat race we call life of things happening, this and that. That's like for those of you that enjoy that, right? Walking by yourself, driving by yourself, you can record yourself, right? And talk to yourself. And it's really your higher self coming through, communicating with you, and giving you clarity on things. Things that may not be relevant right now, but will be coming up that are important for you, right? It's like your intuition speaking to you out loud. So you record it. It's the part of you that's living from the heart center, right? So I don't know how to explain it, and I don't want to get into a big long spiritual teaching, but those of you that have a blocked heart chakra, or it's just clouded, or it's just not rotating in the proper direction or whatever, you can use that and listen to yourself. I don't know why I'm seeing somebody listen to the recording while they're cleaning, but that would probably be a really good time to listen to yourself while you're cleaning. So you're distracting the physical body of any interruptions coming in, from anything else by cleaning. The act of cleaning is purification too, in a physical form, right? So yeah, I don't know who I'm picking up on here, but this also will clear the blockage in your third chakra, your solar plexus. Okay, that's your joy center, that's your self-esteem. Okay, a lot of motivation comes from that, right? To be motivated in life when you have a solar plexus that's in alignment, you're highly motivated. It's telling me also start with the first one, so make sure you're grounded, root chakra, right? And then make sure creatively, like your solar plexus is cleared, because you can create some pretty intense things and you want them to be to your highest good, okay? That wording thing is coming up again here. I'll touch on it a little bit right now. So the way you communicate, the words you use, right? Think of it this way. Whatever you communicate to, this and that, and I don't want to get into that crap because it's freaking crazy, okay? But whatever you communicate to, ask, this and that, blah, blah. Whatever you go with, there's a certain language barrier, okay? It's just like you going to a certain country and not knowing the language, okay? So you're trying to find, you know, whatever, and you're so lost, right? That's how your guides, whatever you talk to, feels like when you say certain terms, like please don't let me. Because all they hear is please let me, and then whatever you said after. Totally different vibration, okay? There is no negative understanding, right? So it's also like, and I had this experience the other day, and I noticed it with myself, like I did this recently. So I was with a friend, and she was handing me back money, and I was like, no, just keep it because you're broke. And I thought about it, and I was like, I should have never said that shit, because it wasn't, she didn't take it like that. But yeah, that's limiting, right? But I had heard her say it about herself prior, so I just figured the word, because I usually don't ever use that word broke, you know, like, yeah. So those types of things, you know. And then those that are having financial difficulties right now, we are in Taurus season, which is the Pence, okay? Pentacles, everything practical of the physical, okay? Tangible, touchable objects, this and that, whatever, okay? Stability, this and that, right? Okay. For those having financial lack issues, okay? Every time you pay something, every time you go to the store and buy something, okay, you can create, and it doesn't have to be what I say right now, but you can create an affirmation every time you pay that you say in your mind. Hell, you can say it out loud if you want to look crazy. But so basically, let's say that I'm spending 20 bucks at the gas station, right, at the pump. As soon as I, you know, put my card in, I'll say, you could say, this $20 comes back to me tenfold. Now, those types of things. And this is not like, oh, I'm gonna magically get rich. No, it's reprogramming your lack when it comes to money. Because instead of looking at that number and saying, crap, that's another 20 bucks down the drain, you're like, no, what's really happening is that's gonna come back to me tenfold, right? Hearing it out loud helps program better, okay? Saying it in your mind, you can do that after you've really had your ears listen to it. All these systems in your body are paying attention. It's just like when you smile, just the act of smiling, just those muscle movements, there's all these receptors in the brain that go off and get activated. Because as a child, when you were smiling, you were really happy, okay? So it releases certain things in your body, the happy feeling stuff, like, you know, dopamine, freaking serotonin, all that crap, right? So that's muscle memory of what you've already programmed yourself to do. Smile, right? So I think that's it. Also, like those of you, you know, looking for like this healing and all this stuff and blah, 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 without like doing Reiki or going to Reiki or this and that, the easiest way to heal any traumas, anything, you know, right, is to have compassion for others. It really is. Because it's a boomerang effect. When you're compassionate towards other people and have understanding of other people, you have more understanding of yourself and compassion for yourself. This is that, you know, living through the heart space. Okay. All right. I already said all this. So yeah, words are magic. Words are a program. They're a frequency. Okay. They're energy. Thoughts are too. So why not use it to your advantage if you know that? You can come up with whatever you want, okay? Whatever you want that gets you out of whatever rut. Right. These are just all tools that I gave you, okay? And once you start working with this and you start acting, or you start realizing, you know, things happen once you're doing this, you're no longer stuck. Don't forget. All right, that's all I have.